What are you looking for when you buy a new MIDI controller? Good pads, nice fluid endless knobs, maybe some faders, and nice functions? Well, the new Synido TempoPad C16 seems to have it all at the first glance. Is that the case, or is there a bit more to it? Stick with me to find out. So I just got the new TempoPad C16 from Synido. This is their first pad that has Bluetooth, but strangely enough, that is not its first selling point. Let's get started with what comes in the box. The packaging is really nice, as always with Synido, and they have this thing where they offer you a carrying bag for your device. I like the gesture, although I'm probably just gonna toss it into my backpack when traveling. Still, it's great for protecting your gear from wear and tear. Next, we have a USB cable, which is about a meter in length, so not one of those annoyingly short ones you get these days. It also comes with a USB-A to USB-C adapter if you only have USB-C ports on your laptop. The usual sticker from Synido, a solid detailed user manual, and not one, not two, but 3 MIDI adapters for the 5-pin MIDI. The device itself comes in a sleek greenish color, refreshing compared to Synido's usual purple aesthetic. Overall, it feels like you get everything you need in the box, which is quite rare these days. The build is top tier, all feels premium and really responsive. The knobs are really fluid, the sliders have that weight to them to make precise changes, and the buttons have a sturdy, satisfying clicky sensation to them. All in all, Synido really put effort into building this thing. The device has many control areas, but we will begin with the one that catches the eye at first, the pad area. The question on everyone's lips is always, how are the pads? I gotta tell you, they are really responsive, they have aftertouch, and you can trigger different velocities in an intuitive way. Granted, I didn't try the Akai pads, which everyone says are the best, but these are the best ones I've tried from all of my similar devices. You can switch between 4 different banks of pads at any time with the help of the control buttons up top. Easy and fast. The knobs, endless encoders. Fluid, precise and very satisfying to use. Synido picked the good stuff when they built this thing. Like the pads, they have 4 banks, so you can map a ton of controls. The sliders and the buttons underneath share the same banks, which is smart considering you can map them to track volumes for different channels and use the buttons to mute, arm and solo respective channels. You can remap them as you want if you want different behavior. The button area is where you have all your device's controls. The pad and the knob bank switch controls. The mode button where you can flip between 3 different setups of your pad. The custom mode, where you can customize everything you want about the pad, the dark mode, which is a variation on custom, and the keyboard mode, which is self-explanatory. The transport control buttons are here as well. More on those a bit later. We also have tap tempo here, that helps you get the speed you know you want. Bonus feature, long pressing the tap tempo button syncs tempo from your DAW to your pad. Note repeat is here if you want to enable it, and the transpose buttons are present to make your life easier. The Bluetooth enable button helps you if you want to use the pad without any wires. There is also a velocity button from the pads with 3 dynamic curves and 1 fixed. Last but not least, there are the sequencer controls. Yes, this thing has a 16-track sequencer, so you can set up a quick beat that you can jam to. Select the step button to enter the sequencer mode, hold play and the pad that you want to use, and then select where the notes are going to play. It's pretty straightforward, you just have to remember a few key combinations. When you use it on a daily basis, this will probably be burnt into your muscle memory. On the back, it has the USB-C port for connecting to your PC or phone or for charging it. Next are the 3 MIDI ports, one in, one through and one out, so you can use it in your synth setup in any way you find useful. Finally, a Kensington lock if you want to secure it to your desk in those live playing situations. Last few things are the on-off button on the side, the screen which is quite helpful and visible and shows you what parameters you are changing in real time. The main orange knob serves as a button as well and offers more utility when used in conjunction with other controls. You also have navigation buttons, but their placement isn't great in my opinion. They're a bit cramped near the main knobs, which makes them quite awkward to use. If you want to fully customize every aspect of your pad, just go on the Synido webpage and download the app. You can remap everything: pad, messages, knobs, lighting, buttons, you name it. The app has this weird scaling problem on Windows, so it's best used on a full HD resolution. I still use it fine on my 4K monitor, but I didn't try other resolutions, so your experience might differ. Comment down in the description about it. To connect the device to your DAW, just go to Settings or Options as I have here in Ableton, and in the MIDI tab select Synido TempoPad C16 as your input and output. Done. But what about the transfer control buttons? Something is not working here. When I press the play button on the pad, it doesn't start playing. What am I doing wrong? This question's got me on a bit of a rabbit hole, but it was worth it. So in order to have your buttons work in Ableton Live, I need to assign the buttons to the different actions within Live through the MIDI button up top right. This is available only in the specific project that you worked on. If you reopen the app, those settings are gone. So imagine selecting each button and mapping it at the start of every project. There had to be a way to map once and stay like that after closing Ableton. In my next video, I will explain this interaction and help you guys with it. We'll leave a link up top and in the description when it will be up. Of course, this should be something that Synido does for their customers, as many of them want a plug and play experience. For connecting through Bluetooth, Synido recommends using the MIDI Berry and Loop MIDI apps way. I won't go through it again, but if you are curious, you can find my video where I talk about it. I will leave links up top and in the description. I would have liked a separate app developed by Synido just for this, but this will do for now. Maybe in the future we will have it. Everyone is interested in the mobile connection when you have a Bluetooth device. The power to do a fast beat with no strings attached, literally, on your phone appeals to a lot of people. It works on all mobile devices, Android and iOS. You just have to enable Bluetooth on the pad, then go for example in GarageBand on the iPhone to Settings, Advanced, Bluetooth MIDI devices and connect to your TempoPad C16. Editing Marius here. I've tried Android too and the latency is really high. Even if it works, it's not really good. Now back to the video. All in all, Bluetooth is the way for fast music ideas and I am glad Synido finally implemented it. My final thoughts about this device is that I like it a lot. Everything about it screams quality and attention to details. It requires some tinkering to get it up and running to its full potential, but once you are there, it's just a joy to use. If you prefer something with keys though, I've got you covered. Check out one of these videos. Cheers!